baby Addie. You got a smile so sweet, got the whole world at your feet. You are my masterpiece. Growing free, hold on, wait for me. Hold on to your dreams, baby Addie.
Mommy thinks you're the best. Hey, it's mommy girl. Your world brightens up my world.
They are weaving love into melodies.
7 will always be by your side. 7.
6 mothers at the Topeka Correctional Facility, their hearts aching with distance from their little ones, are making customized love connections through the power of songs.
Do you consider yourself a good singer?
No, I don't sing at all, but they made it really easy for us to be able to get our lyrics in and like say what we want to say with the singing concept. Yeah.
The Lullaby Project began in 2011 through the famed Carnegie Hall in New York, brought to the Topeka Correctional Facility by the Kansas Children's Discovery Center, a children's museum in Topeka.
I was at a conference, I learned about the Lullaby Project and came back and immediately said, the Kansas kids deserve this. And so Kansas kids that participate in our Discovery Baby program deserve this. But when we thought about Play Free and the partnership that we have with the Kansas Department of Corrections and the Topeka Correctional Facility, we saw just a perfect fit. And because that relationship was so strong, we reached out, we said, if we secure the funding, we get the pieces together, can we make this happen? Can children who are impacted by incarceration in the state of Kansas get this experience? They said yes, and it just took right off.
From there, it was finding money. So I wrote a grant, it got approved so that we could do the program, finding the right artists to do it, and we just got so lucky to find Ray and Holly. And then after that, it was recruiting the moms and telling them about it.
I knew right away that I wanted to be in it, just for something that could have my babies and me have more of a connection, because I did have them in prison, and so I really haven't had to have a lot of mother, infant bonding. So I probably signed up for it probably a good 6 months ago, and so when we actually first got it started, I was just really excited to get it. I was really nervous about my singing abilities, but I was really excited to have something for them.
Like most of the moms at the start of this project, Jessica Roberts was very self-conscious and critical of her singing.
I think growing up, I was made fun of a lot for my singing and stuff. I think even one Christmas, my aunt was like telling me, my dad was like, you did great singing. My aunt was like, I'm pretty sure we used to tell her to mouth the words in programs, you know what I mean? So I think I'm just a little tone deaf, but they just kept ensuring us that, this is for your child, and your child just wants to hear your voice, and so that really just motivates you to try, you know what I mean? And I did end up sounding decent, so.
Right.
So close your eyes and dream till then.
This project pairs each mom with a talented musician in the community who helps turn letters of love into lyrics for lullabies.
We was told to not put in the lullaby anything about us coming home, timing of us coming home, anything about us being away from them, just a letter of encouragement for when they're older.
At first it was hard to come up with something because it was so much I wanted to say, but they gave us a guideline of an outlet to try to figure out our lyrics to see where we could get our song from, like if there's a story or something you and your child do together. So it was that part. It was hard, but working with them, they made it very easy.
And we went through on our own time, set aside time to really bring words out and bring it together. And it was a lot of words like, how you feel about your child, descriptive words and whatnot. And then it was write a letter to your child, tell your child how much you love them, share a great memory that you've had with them. And so really just working through that packet, we worked through all of our emotions about our child, and all the good words that kind of pulled the lyrics together when the artist came in.
I had
basically all the ingredients that I needed to pick from, and then, you know, work with them and see what's the most important, which characteristics do you want to really be known about the baby. And even the style of music was chosen based on their age, and what might be either soothing for them or something for them to dance to. So it was all very personalized.
For the artist, the project is not about improving a singer's voice, but to capture and enrich the sound of a mother's love.
Just the thoughtfulness of, here's something tangible, here's something, as a music therapist, knowing the voice of the mother is so important to the baby, and to be able to access that anytime, you know, is just, I think, enormous. So.
You're the light to my tunnel when I wake up every day. I love you so much, you bring happiness my way. I can't wait for you to be the best friend.
It's about a mother who loves their child. It's about a child that has the chance to receive their mother's love through such a basic human feeling that comes through music. That's a place that we all get joy. It's an I love you ritual. Yeah, it's not about quality of singing. It's not about a special voice. It's about love.
Can we just do like a test on the first couple of lines, and then I can check the volume?
Ray Gill is also an artist used for the Lullaby Project. A music therapist for 15 years, Ray uses high tech to create songs using only a tablet and music production software.
You know, we have a limited amount of time, and so, and especially when people are nervous about the session or have no music experience whatsoever, bringing in instruments can sometimes be intimidating. So what's cool about some of the music production software is that you still get to play around and create chord progressions, but they get to kind of have samples of what those sound like beforehand, and then they can start to manipulate it themselves, and it's a little bit less intimidating than having to sit and pick out guitar sounds that maybe I play, or like with some of the sessions I have in other settings, they're a little bit nervous to play those instruments for the first time. So the music production software is a nice way to ease them into it and kind of play with technology a little bit.
Ray was amazing. The first day that I came in and saw that it was all on that iPad, whatever she does on those with the different instruments was really fun. She would just play a couple different chords of like different instruments, and we could choose from whichever we wanted, and she's just so brilliant with that like, you know, I'm not much of a music ear, so I'd be like, well, what do you think sounds good, you know? And what she ended up coming with was really amazing.
Right. The writing sessions have also been a transformative experience for the moms, offering a space to express their deepest emotions and hopes for their children's future. Knowing a simple song can have a profound impact not only on their baby, but also themselves.
As soon as we started writing it, me and the artist, Holly, we both said, we want her to have this when she's 16. You know, like something that she can carry for the rest of her life, because how cool is the story that mommy wrote this for you in prison? You know, I was incarcerated when this song was invented for you, you know? And so a lot of the words we tried not to stay too lullaby-ish, you kind of know what I mean? Like, we didn't want it to be all like Baby Bop. We wanted it to be really sentimental and something that she can hear her name now, she can hear me singing to her, but then even when she's 16, 22, as life goes on for us, we can always look back and the words still mean just as much.
At TCF, mothers of newborns are allowed daily visits during the first 6 weeks after their baby is born. After that, they are relegated to weekly visits and/or Zoom visits. So these recordings of love that will be placed inside quilts given to their baby or babies should help offset the pain of separation.
Each and every day, you'll be my baby boy. 7.
It helps because I know even like when I'm not with her and, you know, she's crying or something, she needs that soothing and nurturing. She press of a button, she can just hear my voice and she'll know that mom was always with her.
Once the recording sessions are complete, the moms can choose from several quilt patterns that will be given to their bundle of joy.
Yes, I chose the Tinkerbell.
And why was that again?
Because my daughter, she's shy, but when she's so lovable and she's so goofy, she just laughs. And she's adventurous. She's always in something. So I feel like she's like a little Tinkerbell. She's always in something. Them doing this really helps us mothers who are separated from our children, because it's just the little things. Being away from here and having a baby come here is really stressful. A lot of us go through postpartum. So just knowing that our babies have a part of us, even though we're not there, it helps. It helps keep us connected.
Welcome to this extra special celebration of the very first Lullaby Project.
Weeks later, that connection culminated with a celebration as each mother and baby received their lullaby quilt.
This one's 7.
Tonight was very casual and celebratory, focused on the moms and their messages of love for their kids, and for the moms to be able to gift those quilts directly to their children. What a beautiful thing that hopefully they'll have that memory to hold and grow with.
Larisha McGinnis's daughter, Relia, could not attend the celebration this night.
Just hearing it, and receiving the blanket and being able to give it to her, to myself, that'll be awesome. Because then she'll know, who it's from. So, then nobody else can get it but mama. So, yeah.
Now, where are you going to see her next?
Tomorrow morning.
Even better, Larisha goes home in 39 days. She feels fortunate that she will soon be with her daughter, where others will wait years. And this project has taught her a valuable lesson.
To never, ever make the same mistakes again, to never leave my children again. Because there are people who can't, like you said, that have to be here for years, that don't have the opportunity to go home to the kids, but knowing I just can get home to mine, it makes me feel like I will never take it for granted again. I will never be back in this type of situation.
For Crystal Lowe, the Lullaby Project has been an eye-opening experience.
I don't think anybody had any idea that it was as big as it really is. This comes all the way down from Carnegie Hall into the state of Kansas, and then from the state of Kansas to the only women's facility in Kansas. And so how inspiring just to be a part of that first group, that gets to experience it. And then it makes you feel like you're a part of something bigger. You're making changes and you're opening doorways, and through all that, you're staying connected with your child. It is amazing.
Depending on the success of this pilot project, our friends here at the Kansas Children's Discovery Center are hoping to create more lullaby connections throughout all of our KDOC facilities.
We've already had other facilities approach us and ask, how do we get this into men's facilities? How do we let dads do these lullabies? And that becomes a fundraising question. Since 2018, we have been fundraising every single year to expand this program, to be sure that as many children who are impacted by parental incarceration have the opportunity to have these high quality, bonding, loving experiences. We're going to continue to do that work. We're not stopping with just the 8 children that are being served through this program within the correctional facility. We're going to continue to look at how do we scale this, how do we share this, how do we get resources that can be put out throughout our country that impact children.
If you'd like to support or donate to this project, please check out the Kansas Children's Discovery Center website at kansasdiscovery.org/give.
Let's hold on to our dreams, baby Addie. Let's hold on to our dreams.